Hey guys, how are we? We're back with a bit of Stormfall, Saga of Survival. How are we all doing today? Okay, this has been a long waited video. I've been procrastinating about this for so long, and today's the day. We're going to do it, guys. I've asked, you guys have requested this as well in the comments in previous videos, so I'm going to go ahead and get started with this. So we are going to rebuild my base. I've been wanting to do this for so long, and now that I get to do it, hopefully I will have a better base for future updates, especially if and when the rating system comes through. I want to be very well prepared for that. So this is the starting point. This will be my foundation for my base. So I want to create something that's going to be more defensively sound. I'm sick of having this style of base where I've just got everything just laid out. I mean, I've done the best I can with some naming of some of my trunks and chests, but I wanted a little bit more transparency, segregation. It's probably the biggest thing for me, and overall I just want to make it a little bit aesthetically pleasing. So at the minute, excuse me, sorry. Now before I go any further, this could be a long video. I haven't really decided yet. I've got a feeling that it will be, so bear with me on this, guys. You're going to see some trial and error, some some newbie moves, rookie mistakes, but this is all in the aid of just trying to get my base up and running and improved. I'd rather show you the raw content. I don't want to sort of sugarcoat it and give you some glitz and glam. It's just going to be all out, let's do it kind of thing. Alright, so this is my current base as it is, so let's just get a quick overview. So this is it. This is where I started when I initially started playing the game, and just expanded out on the base as time sort of grew on. Over here, this is my workstation where all my resources are crafted. Okay, I sort of kind of like it. I'm not too sure if I'm going to integrate it into the base yet. So I'm not too sure how far along I'm going to get with this part here. I don't know if I'm going to redo this part, but I'm going to move everything anyway regardless, so you'll see that in a moment. What else did I want to do? Oh yes, last part is I'm going to fortify all this. I'm going to make a double layer, honeycomb. So right now it's pretty much there. I'm just going to run right through it and just wall off everything, pretty much what you see here, right around the base. So again, once the rating becomes a thing, I'm just going to have extra layer of defense excuse me, around my base before anyone can get into the good part of my base, of course. Okay, so without any hesitation, let's get started. I was going to do this first, but I figured, I may as well chat to you guys while I'm doing this anyway at the start. So, if you get bored, I mean, by all means, skip ahead. I haven't thought about putting in, any sort of timestamps or anything like that. I might end up doing that just for your convenience if you guys are interested in that. But for now, I'm just going to do this. So pretty much why, as I mentioned earlier, I just want to get myself up and running if and when that, when the rating system does come into effect, through their timeline and time maps. So, sorry, just sort of concentrating at the same time and talking, not the easiest thing to do. Yeah, I mean, look, I think I've already justified myself with it, but yeah, hopefully you guys will get a kick out of the video as I'm sort of going along. Also, I do want to apologize for lack of uploads as well. I mean, I've been trying to be a little bit more on the consistent side of my uploads, and it's not just for this game, but for all other games that I'm playing on my channel. Excuse me. if you guys, the audience, watch this game, if you watch any of my other videos as well, you know, definitely check them out. But this is more or less a my main game that I play. This game here is my most popular on the channel. Oops. You know, I get the most views from it, a lot more traction from it, so I do thank you guys for that. So you guys are really interested in and invested in this game as much as I am, so thank you. But yeah, so I want to try and get into a regime where I can consistently upload, you know, on a regular basis, and whilst not neglecting my other games as well. But you know, with work, I'm a full-time worker. Basically, it's Monday to Friday for me. To give you an idea, I don't particularly work too close from home. So for me, I need to jump onto a train, and it takes me about 50 minutes one way to get into the city where I work. And it takes me a little bit longer on the way back because it's a loop system, so I have to go around and then come back. So yeah, so it does take a lot of time out of my day to, you know, for me to conveniently come home and then upload. So by the time I do get home, it's quite late at night. You know, I really want to spend a lot of time with my wife, and you know, talk to her about her day, my day, all that sort of stuff. So realistically, most of my uploads, or when I record, for the most part, do come from the weekends. Okay, excuse me. Yeah, so you know, I just thought I'd just be a little bit more on the transparent side with all that. You know, just to give you some of my explanations as to why I do, you know, some of my uploads may be on the sporadic side. I'm going to try my best and aim for more of a consistent updates, or sorry, uploads, I should say. So what I'm thinking, possibly maybe 3 videos a week on Saga of Survival, and then I might just put 1 video a week for my other games that I'm currently playing. So I think that might be a good way to start off with. You know, it's all going to be trial by error. I'm not going to, you know, not going to lie to you. It is what it is. If I can't get consistent uploads up, you know, even if I have to go, say, down to 2 a week with Saga and, you know, everything else in between, you know, we'll see. Yeah, that's basically my thought process with that, you know, up until this point. And look, you know, it might change, who knows, but for now, I think this is probably the best play for me until, you know, until circumstances change, or if something else changes in my life that I have to adjust, then I'll adjust to that. But for now, I think this probably be the way to go. So, yeah, so if you feel that, you know, I don't upload constantly, you know, I'm not doing this full time, this is, you know, a casual to part-time basis for me. You know, it is a hobby, don't get me wrong. I do enjoy doing this, and I like doing this and creating content for you guys. So it's not a, you know, a chore per se or anything like that. You know, I do really enjoy doing this. It's just me trying to, trying to get some consistency with everything. So, you know, I do thank you for your patience and time. You know, if you guys are frustrated, or if you guys have, you know, not been happy with my schedules or anything like that, I realistically don't have a schedule at this point. It's just when I can, you know, upload as much as I can, I just do it, and that's it basically. So, you know, today's Saturday for me. So this is the 6th of October, just for referencing, whenever this video does go live. Yeah, so nearly done, by the way, as I'm sort of speaking along and going along with all this. So I've just figured this might be just the quicker way of doing it. Okay. All right. Nearly there, and we'll get right into it, guys. Okay. So yeah, so just for your referencing as well with this, I will be deleting some parts of this old base now, you know, in conjunction with the new base. So I'll try and use as much as I can from the old stuff to try and, you know, prevent me using, well, you know, wasting material, all that sort of stuff. But for the most part, I think probably at least 70 to 80% of it will be gone in favor of the new setup. Okay, look, that's it. So I've emptied out the base. All right. So what I'm going to do is trying to get the most central location of my base. Actually, you know what? I might just move these for now. Just over there. Get those out of the way. And for the past week, I've just been non-stop crafting rushes up and just trying to farm them as I go along to get wood and stuff like that. So should have enough, and I do have some more in my vault as well at the same token. Okay, so this is it. We are completely empty. So what I'm going to go for is sort of a honeycomb style-esque base, but it's more or less going to consist of 3x3 rooms. And I'm going to have a central room which is going to be kind of like a 6x3 or 3x6 room, however you want to call it. So basically I'm just going to go, if I go back to shelter, oops, come on. I'm just going to go one. So basically it's going to go, you know, 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. And then, you know, 6 down is more of a central location. And that's going to be my, you know, where my most valued weapons will be for now. Excuse me. I think that's what I'm going to do. And then around it, I'm just going to do 3x3. And basically, I'll be able to have 2 3x3 rooms next to each other from the middle central location of my base area. And then I'm going to have 1 3x3, you know, in this sort of proximity here. And then there will be a corner. I'm not too sure what that's going to work out. I think that might be, that could be a 3x3 actually. Yeah, that might work out. So basically it's going to be a box style base with my main stuff in the middle, in the central location, all my hard-earned items, all the items I really don't want to lose. I'll be doing that. And then the next layer will be, you know, resources such as possibly clothing, maybe lower level weapons, things like that, and, you know, crafted materials and things like that, or even raw materials. Now my thought process for doing that is obviously as time goes on, as more items are injected into the game and things like that, eventually I will sort of extend out kind of thing. So the layout may change a little bit over time. So this is basically going to be like a core base, and then it'll sort of move out over time. So whether or not do I keep the double structured layering around my base, I'll start with the outer and then I'll work my way in kind of thing, because as a default I just want all that secured off and cornered off. And then, you know, eventually I might look at the, you know, the opportunity to, you know, extend the base out a little bit further and sort of take it from there. So that's basically my thought process with it. May not be to everyone's cup of tea kind of thing. You guys might have your own ways that how you guys want you set up your base. This will be mine. I did sort of took some inspiration from another YouTuber that plays this game, so by the name of Cursius. If you've heard of him, definitely check out his channel. I'll try and put a link in the description somewhere, or maybe in the notification area, in the cards section, just a link to his channel. Really cool guy, really informative, plays the game very well. Yeah, so definitely check him out as well. Alright, let's get started. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find the central location of my base area, and I think it's roughly around here, because I was sort of counting it a few days ago just to sort of give me a bit of an idea on how I'm going to sort of put it all together. So I think if I go from the corner, let's say 1, 2, that's 3, 4, whoops, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think that's the central part of my base. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 11, 12. Okay. So So basically it was about here. That's the central part of my the location of my base. So this is basically Middle Earth. So I'm probably going to go out to the left, out to the right, and then up and down basically, and that'll be my central. And then I'm just going to build around it. That's basically it, guys. So let's get started. So I'm going to go 1 here, 2. Okay. So as I said, I'm going to overlap just to save on some resources and sort of take it from there. So, you know, it looks weird now. It looks, you know, out of place, but stick with it, guys, and and hopefully you'll see the end result soon enough. Okay. So that was my central. This is down here. Okay, so I want to go 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to go 1, 2, 3 in the other direction. 2, and then 3, and 1, 2, and then 3. Okay, so that's basically going to be my midsection of the base, because that should give me enough, yep, on either side to do my extensions, and then up and down as well. Okay. Excuse me, sorry guys. Excuse me for a second, I'm just going to take a quick drink. Okay. I've got some coffee, I've got some water, so I am good to go for as long as it takes. Alright. Alright, so let's change over. We'll do the door here. And if I did my math correctly, it's going to be a door here. And then I might do just a door there for now. I won't bother doing a back door just for the minute. Just depending on how I want my chests to, you know, present themselves. But for now, this is the way I'm going to do it. Okay, and then we'll just start cornering off. Okay, whoop. Turn the corner, there we go. There we go, nearly there. Yep. And there we go. Okay. And to just open it up now, if the game wants to kind of, well, let's just get away from that. Yep, there we go. Okay, so let's delete. Delete, please. Okay, that's weird. Okay. Right. What is it telling me? Oh, oh my god. So there you go. There's some noob and rookie mistakes just coming right in. I'm hitting the wrong button every single time and can't understand why I'm not deleting those walls. So go on, laugh at my expense there, guys. Right. Okay, so stage 2. Just going to continue on with the with this little formation here. Switch over to the wall. Before I go ahead, I just want to see if this has been changed or not. Let me just see if I can delete. No. Let's get out of this. Can I delete this? Yes, I do. Okay, so it must be emptied. Okay, so that message there, guys, that is basically not allowing me to delete that wall, that floor, because of that adjoining wall. So that is a pain. So what I would recommend that you guys do is hold off on overbuilding and build carefully when you're doing your base. Okay. So in order for me to delete all this exterior row, I need to dump that wall. Basically, that wall's got to go. And then once I've deleted that floor, then I can rebuild it. So that's a waste of materials, waste of time and effort, in my opinion. So for now, I think I might just leave it there for the minute. And depending on how far I go with my base development, I might change it. I don't know. I mean, I haven't invested too much into it. It's a low level, structure. So, I might just end up doing it. But for the guys, if you've invested in your walls and upgraded your walls, do take heed and take note. If you've already gone through that experience, look, it is what it is. Maybe if any devs or anyone from Polarum is watching the game, the video I should say, can there be an option for us just to delete the walls the floor straight away without deleting the adjoining wall? If you can guys get back to us, that'd be really good. That'd be something that might help with the gaming experience. So yeah, hopefully that could be a thing later on in life. So yeah, I'm just going to delete what I don't need at the minute, because as I said, this might change over time, so I don't know exactly how I'm going to structure it thereafter. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. Oops. And I've also been mining the hell out of clay as well, so I've got a bit of a clay stockpile happening as well at the same time. Okay, so I'm not going to delete any of those because I know I'll need that into my first base configuration. It was just that little strip there. So we'll get back to the wall extensions. Let's just get a door in and a wall again. Yep. Here we go. Cool. Okay, so it's starting to take shape. Excuse me, guys. Ooh, sorry. Okay, so I want to get rid of that and let us delete this. Delete that and delete that. Okay, there we go. Maybe a little bit more. Well, eventually I'm going to start deleting all of this anyway, so especially if you get so damn invested into a base that you make and then all of a sudden you decide you want to change it, it just becomes a massive chore and you start questioning, is this worth it? Is it really worth your time and effort to do? So I get it. That's why I've sat on the fence for so long doing this. But I hope you guys enjoy this. That's probably the main thing, I guess. Oop. Just want to get rid of that. Okay. So yeah, look, as you can see, it's sort of starting to take shape right now, which is good. Okay, so let's just fill out the floors. Okay, so here I'll probably end up putting a put a door here possibly. Yeah, I might just do that. Okay, so door here, I want a door there, and then I think I want a door here. Okay. I might change, some of the walls for doors. This is just my initial setup, just to give me sort of a stencil. And we'll see how we go. So I'm sort of just giving it a bit of continuity right across. There we go. Cool. Okay, and just fill out this part here, here, here. And then I'm just going to start with the walls. Go. Come on, there we go. See, I just made my first mistake. Guys. So if I want to delete that that floor there, it's going to come up with that error message. Okay, so I need to delete that wall, and finally delete that wall. Because you can't delete these floors without the adjoining wall attached to it. Because in most other games that I've played, it's it's quite the opposite. So it doesn't really matter. But in this game, unfortunately, yeah, it does. So actually, I probably shouldn't have deleted that floor. That's okay. Yeah, so especially around here, just be careful. So I'm just going to go ahead and start deleting a couple of these, what I don't need. So basically this part here now is pretty much going to be the next thing to go. I think I deleted a couple of walls that a couple of floors that I didn't have to, but doesn't matter. Again, I haven't fully invested it, into these, so which is fine. May as well get most of this out of the way. All right. And I do apologize if this is boring at this point, just deleting walls, adding walls, all that sort of stuff. It's more so the deletion, building it up is, the more interesting part of this particular video. You get to see everything, as it sort of comes to life kind of thing. So okay, and we are moving along. Yep. And that's pretty much the end of my old base. It's all gone. Just leave that there for now. Okay, so back to what I was doing before. Okay, establish that. Beautiful. Back to the wall. Awesome. And go back. Yeah. There's that there. Create that there. That there. There. Come on. There. Okay, so excuse me. So as you can see, I'm sort of going to use these 3x3s as a wraparound, just to give me maximum defense. So it's basically going to go right around my base, or the central location of my base. And then eventually, as time goes on, new updates, new weapons or items and things like that. And if I'm getting too crowded here, I can always expand out. I can use this section here for my second most valuable items, all that sort of stuff. So that's basically my thought process with it, that I feel that could be beneficial. As this game evolves, my base is going to evolve with it at the same time. So that's basically where my thought processes with this would be. So, and it doesn't intrude on anything. So yeah, I mean, it just sort of fills out the space quite nicely. Close to scale as best as I can. It may not be perfect. I might be off by, one side or the other. But look, at this point in time, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, so let's just fill this out now. So this could be my next 3x3 there, and then there's going to be a 3x3 here. Let's continue on. It keeps going to the other side. Cool, and that. Okay. And then what I'll start doing is I'll work my way in, out kind of thing in terms of building up the walls as well. So that'll be the next part or the next phase of my base. So we'll get the foundations down and we will, you know, improve it over time. So I'm pretty confident that I should be able to go up to second tier floor and walls. I should have enough clay for that. Okay, there's that. And that's my next, close to my next 3x3. Cool. And I've still got a bit of material left, so this should not be a problem for me actually. I should have, you know, more than enough to finish all this off. Okay. All right. Next part now will be the doors. And I might just stick one up there. Excuse me. Okay, so that's that part there. Wall go there, then I want one here. Then I want one there. That's my 3x3. Next 3x3 will be that. Then that. Then I want one there. Oop. There and there. Okay, and that's the final part there. I haven't really thought about if I'm going to put doors on the back part of the middle section of my base yet. I know it would be a little bit more on the convenient side, but I want to put all my chests on the back wall there as well, so we'll see how we go with that. I haven't really decided yet. Again, like I said, subject to change, trial and error. Okay, that. And if and when the rating system does become a thing, and you guys find my base, you guys know exactly where, you know, how this base is designed and where to attack, where any sort of weakness points are. So, you know, make the most of it, guys. Because you'll know exactly where I've put everything. Put you there, put you there. I'm not going to trap my little pet deer. I'll leave him alone. Okay. Just leave that out for the second. Come on. There you go. Okay, alright, so, and the final section here, and here. Wall and wall, wall and wall. Okay, let's just delete that floor over there, delete, and add my wall. If I can, if it lets me. Come on, game. Put my final wall down. There we go. That's it. That is the new base, guys. Alright. So it didn't take too long. I mean, I've had this in my mind for, you know, about a week or so. The way that I wanted to design it, like I said, I took inspiration from other bases and things like that. I feel this might be a good fortification, especially for my rare items. So mainly what's going to be in the middle is all of my largest chest capacities, so I can put as much items in here as much as possible, just so I don't use the small chests and, you know, fill it out, you know, too quickly. So that's basically what I'm thinking about that. And then later on I'm just going to move out to here and all around. But also I'm going to fortify this. This is going to be fortified, basically. Anything else later on, you know, down the track in terms of if the game, you know, evolves further and I need more space, then I'll probably just continue out pushing it out. Sucks that the The broken card here is in the way. You know, I wish we could really move that. Don't think you can, to be honest with you. If I could just go to furniture, can I? No, you can't. Yeah, it's fixed. So, you know, I might even just, you know, put a little buffer wall on the side here and just honeycomb that section there, just to you know, put a little bit of resistance so people can't attack. It's probably going to be the best thing for that, and then fill it out a little bit further, and then that'll pretty much be the base itself. So this is it, guys. This is home. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you think, guys. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, look, like I said, not everyone will agree with me in how how the base is built. You guys will have your own ways of doing it, you know, and that's fine. That's not a problem. You know, I'm happy for you guys to have your own, you know, thoughts and ideas, the way that you guys want to structure and set up your bases. This is just one option. If you like mine, you know, please by all means copy the base, copy the layout. You know, hopefully I help you guys. You know, so yeah, that's basically it. Now this is the process of excuse me, putting everything back together, putting it all back together. So I'll probably go ahead and do that off camera, but what I'll do on camera at the minute is I'm gonna go find all of my other resources. What have I got left, actually? Oh, there you go. Pretty much what I did, I put a full stack in my pocket area, so that was over 200 wood pieces, and I think I put these two here along with that, so call it 260, and then I filled out the rest with the rushes because they didn't cost me as much. So that was 100, it was about 140 odd excuse me, and that gave me my base layout. Whoops. So that's pretty good. So yeah, so you need a bit over 200 bit of wood, 260, and about 150, call it, of rushes, and that will give you, you know, a base layout such as this. So, you know, oops, keep doing that. So I'll need more wood and clay now if I want to upgrade. Yep, I do. Okay, so clay it is, and with a whole bunch of wood. So, oops, I forgot come on, click to furniture, thank you. I'll also put you out of the way for now. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to go all the way down. I think did I chuck them over here? That's just my armor. Alright, let's get back up the other way. Oops. Resources, weapons. Oh, okay. Where did I put it all? Must have been over here. Yep. Okay, there's my wood. And yeah, the name of the chest says it all. Thought that was funny, but I'm just spamming all that. So look, I'm not even sort of going to measure. So that's over, what, that's 116 pieces of wood and nearly 200 clay. I think that's going to be enough. There we go, there's my first mistake there. Well, second mistake I should say. Do I still have the rushes? I do, yeah, okay. So I'm just going to click on that real quick, dispose of that, and just put in a door. There we go. Alright. Okay, so central location, let's start base improving. So I've got to upgrade the floors first. Yes, I do. Okay. Probably just going to do the center, and then I'll work my way out later on. Oops, I do not want to kill it. I want to, there we go. Don't want to destroy anything now. I've made a pretty base. I'm happy with it. So upgrading all this. Oops. Come on. I guess it's a good and a bad thing as well. With regard, to floor and wall deletion, because if you, now that I can build up these walls, I can just do that straight away, and I don't need to build up the other side of the wall, or sorry, the floor, to build up the wall itself. So I guess that's a plus. So, you know, just thinking about it now, as you know, as I'm going along. If I can hit that door, thank you. Yeah, so, you know, you can potentially save on materials here as well at the same time. Obviously, the central location needs, you know, all the attention in the world. Whoops. No, I don't want to do... Oh, you banana. That was not smart. Yes, not enough resources, I understand. Okay, let's, can I... what do you mean not enough resources? Have I run out of... I haven't, I shouldn't have. No, I haven't. Okay, let's go back in it again. Upgrade. There we go. Okay, so yeah, as I was saying, I could pretty much get to a stone base, I reckon, without having to touch the walls, sorry, the floors just out here, just to do the upgrade. Because, you know, if you sort of time it correctly, you know, half of these walls here on the outside, you can basically upgrade and leave some of the areas, you know, not upgraded. But again, I mean, that's, if you can, you know, finesse it exactly, then yeah, absolutely. And we're getting there. And just a couple more. Oops, no. Go back to where you were. And that's it, that's pretty much it. You don't really need to do the middle for now, but you know what, just for consistency, I want to do it. Just for the central location. I'm not too sure if I'll do everything else, but I mean, if you go right around, you're just leaving one piece in the middle that's not upgraded, so you may as well do it. Okay, so next on the agenda is a hell of a lot of plank and stone. That's going to be fun. But that's it, guys. I'll start putting everything back together in my base, you know, off camera. But I just want to give you the bare layout of the base. Looking good. I'm happy with that. I was actually thinking while I was doing all this is I might even extend this part out here along the back, and I might use that as my workstation area. So yeah, thinking about that. We'll see how we go. I might even just for now integrate everything inside these walls for now, but we'll see how we go. Alright guys, let me know what you think. You know, did you like this video? Any constructive criticisms, anything that you may do differently to what I'm doing? Again, this is, you know, there's no right or wrong when it comes to a base build. It's to the person's discretion and how they like their base to look and, you know, look and feel. So this is my interpretation of my base. Everyone's will differ, But yeah, let me know. Let me know in the comments, you know, what you think. Do you like it? You don't like it? You know, doesn't matter. It doesn't bother me. All right. Thank you for watching. Please share the video out. Let everyone know, your friends, all that sort of good stuff. Hit the notification bell for more videos as they're uploaded to my channel, and do the standard stuff like comment, subscribe. All of that will be much appreciated to me. Okay guys, I'm going to stop rambling. Take it easy, take care. I'll see you in another video. See ya.